Hey everybody, this is Let's Talk episode 3. Now, before I get to today's topic, I'd just like to say how blown away I was this past Sunday. The guys at Smosh Games featured my Luigi Does Tekken video on their September 22nd episode of SGA Spotlight. And that got me a nice spike in comments, likes, and subscribers. Speaking of which, I want to take this time to welcome my new subscribers, and that your support means a lot to me. So thank you. And thanks to the guys at Smosh Games for featuring my video. So if you're a gamer and you want your gaming videos to be featured in a future SGA Spotlight episode, then join the Smosh Games Alliance. There will be a link in the description that will take you to the official sign-up page. There will be paperwork to fill out, but it will all be worth it in the end. You'll also need a Twitter account to submit your gaming videos to be picked for SGA Spotlight. They'll tell you more from there. So enough about that, let's get to today's topic! Today, let's talk music games. The music rhythm genre of video games is one of the more interesting ones. And I say interesting because as it presses on, it continues to have its ups and its downs. Each of these music game franchises were wildly popular at different points in time. As one music game franchise becomes less popular, another one will take its place as the must-have music game franchise. So the first game that I just can't resist myself from at least mentioning is Parappa the Rapper for the PlayStation. I haven't played it before, but I have seen a handful of gameplay videos on YouTube. It looks really fun. What really stood out to me about this game is that in addition to the songs being original, they're actually pretty cool and hip. I had an N64 around the time of the PlayStation, so the only gaming system I really had concern for was the N64. I never took time to see what Parappa was all about. I'm not saying that the majority of music games today should have original tracks to play along with, just that we need more music games with original tracks. So I really want to play it now. Now that I talk about it, I'm really interested in what it's all about. Now, if you're talking to me about music games, then I can go as far back as the hit franchise Dance Dance Revolution. It was one of my favorite games to play at the arcades, and I'm sure a lot of you guys out there can relate. I remember my dad getting me DDR Extreme 2 for PS2 one year. It was a lot of fun, and I remember that there were covers of 5 popular songs that I've never heard of before, but my older brother did. These songs were Against All Odds by Phil Collins, Crazy in Love by Beyonce, Play That Funky Music by Wild Cherry, Oops I Did Again by Britney Spears, and Get Busy by Sean Paul. But more than 90% of the track list was what I assumed to be Japanese pop songs and quick tempo remixes. I got used to tracks like 1998 by Naoki and this weird rock-based song called Daikenkai, is that what it's called? The vocals on that song were just vicious, intimidating even. Kind of creeped me out. Oh yeah, there were also bubbly Japanese pop songs like Speed Over Beethoven, Cartoon Heroes, and I think the Upswing remix of Butterfly. These Japanese pop songs were oddly entertaining. My friend Joanna got the same game and dance mat, and eventually our church would gather at our house from time to time so we could play it. But then as I started to see more versions of it in both the arcades and in the stores, DDR Extreme 1 and 2, DDR Supernova 1 and 2, the Xbox exclusive DDR Ultramix 1 to 4, and even Karaoke Revolution that lets you sing and dance at the same time. I started to get more and more tired of these games. I mean, the older games are fun, but since Konami kept releasing basically the same game but with different songs and graphics, what is there really to look forward to? I mean, let's face it, now that dance games are getting more and more realistic, the DDR franchise is just scraping by. Within the last few times I went to my local Best Buy, I saw at least one bundle of the rebooted DDR franchise for Wii. You know, the bundle that comes with a dance mat and a copy of the game. And it's just there. Nobody wants it. Konami even tried to reel in consumers with Dance Masters, which is basically the same as Dance Central, but includes Japanese pop, is harder to follow, and it's just plain dull. They must have decided that since they created the once popular DDR series, one way to get people to buy their game is to include songs that were featured in that series. But of course, people couldn't pay any attention to Dance Masters as Dance Central became the Kinect's #1 best-selling music game that year. So I say DDR, it's been fun, but this is the future, and all we can do is simply move on. So I moved on from my PS2 to the Wii, and that's the console where I got my Rock Band fix. This was in 2008. 2 really bad things happened when I got Rock Band. 1, before I got the bundle, I assumed that Rock Band for Wii had everything that the other versions had, but it turned out that Rock Band for Wii had no online, no downloadable content, no World Tour mode, and no customizable characters and gear. So that really sucked. But you know what? Now that I talk about my Rock Band experience, what's even worse than a stripped down Wii version of Rock Band is knowing that I was being such a buzzkill. I would teach my friends how to play right so that we can complete songs, yet they would still fail on their parts, and I would get very annoyed when this happened try after try after try. I remember always telling my friends, "Last song!" Meaning that after the song they were playing at the time, we would stop, pack everything, and have everybody go home. I did this because these so-called rock band parties would go on late at night, like around 10 to 11 at night. They need their sleep. Their parents might be worried about them, not to mention we were playing on school nights. I didn't mean any harm, but mom, dad, and my older brother brought it up with me. They were basically saying that I was being too directive and that I was simply getting in the way of everybody's fun. So I'm older now and I know better. Nobody's perfect. Really, nobody is. I also know that I'm definitely not a good singer as I thought I would be. This was a similar case when I got Guitar Hero World Tour for my birthday in the same year. Before I get to that, I was torn between getting this game and Rock Band 2. From what I've heard about Rock Band 2 for Wii was that it would be much better than the original for Wii. Basically, it had everything that the 360 and PS3 versions have, especially since there was not much to come back for in the original Rock Band for Wii. Rock Band 2 for Wii had online, DLC, customizable characters, everything. Plus, since I already had my Rock Band instruments, there would be much less money for my mom and dad to spend. But I just couldn't resist playing Rock Band without playing Guitar Hero first. The instrument-based music game franchise that was popular for a lot longer than Rock Band. So I ended up getting Guitar Hero World Tour. My impressions on this game was that the graphics and just the whole atmosphere of the game is much more grittier than Rock Band. It just wasn't as neat as Rock Band was. And again, it wasn't until later that I realized the graphics that you get on the 360 and the PS3 are far better than those on the Wii. So that was another big downer. And you know what's a bigger downer? Two of my friends, Jobik and Jeremy, were telling me that they would get either World Tour or Rock Band 2 by the end of the year. I was begging so much that there was not World Tour, so I can see what Rock Band 2 for Wii is like. Unfortunately, they actually got World Tour, but I got used to it. I probably will never be able to play Rock Band 2 for Wii, mainly because copies are so hard to find these days unless you find a used one at GameStop. That and Rock Band 3 is already out, which allows you to play any downloadable song up to this point and even play the keyboard. Now this is the Rock Band game that I am so proud of getting that I just can't seem to let it go. It's because of the Beatles Rock Band that I got my fix and my passion for the Beatles that I still have today. The game looks amazing even on Wii. You have all your basic Rock Band stuff like online and DLC. However, the one problem that I have with this game now is that they've only released 3 albums worth of DLC. Still, it's the Beatles and I don't ever want to let this one go. More on Guitar Hero, I think that for every game that came out after World Tour, people became more and more suspicious of what Activision was doing with the franchise, and even got increasingly tired of the franchise. I say it was around 2009 when Guitar Hero games just got less popular, mainly because of what I call that year's Guitar Hero onslaught. Think about it. Guitar Hero Metallica, the greatest hits title Guitar Hero Smash Hits, Guitar Hero On Tour Modern Hits, Guitar Hero Van Halen, Guitar Hero 5, and who could forget the debut of DJ Hero, the spin-off franchise that emphasized rap, hip-hop, electronic, and house music. Oh yeah, and there was also the casual, crowd-friendly Band Hero. That game, the track list featuring top 40 hits may have been a decent selling point, but I think the game really should have included more songs that are challenging to play. If it were me, I think people would buy this game for the featured artists. If that was really the case, then there would be an advantage that the developers can take. Put songs by these artists in which the guitar, bass, drums, and the vocals are the most prominent parts of the song. Here's a quick example. Taylor Swift's Love Story, a song with very subtle parts that the players can easily master. Compare that with Taylor Swift's Forever and Always, a song with guitar riffs and drum fills characterized by power and high energy. And the overall sound and musical feel is far more invigorating than Love Story. It's just a thought. But as times change, things must happen for everybody's benefit. This past year, my mom and dad got around to cleaning out a garage, and when it came to the subject of what I was going to do with my Guitar Hero and Rock Band games and instruments, I never told them that I wanted to keep them for nostalgia and even share them with my friends for a throwback one of these days. Unfortunately, I have decided to give them away, and I miss them so much. So that's it. So goodbye, Guitar Hero and Rock Band stuff. Now all that's left of my Guitar Hero and Rock Band days are this guitar, my copy of the Beatles Rock Band, this USB guitar connector that I conveniently forgot to put back in the box, and a handful of Band Hero gameplay videos that I have on file. I will miss those Guitar Hero and Rock Band days, but it's simply time to move on. Now, the two popular music game franchises on the market right now are both dancing franchises. Just Dance from Ubisoft and Dance Central from Harmonix. Just Dance became wildly popular on the Wii, and now it's the #1 best-selling dance game franchise in the world. The Kinect exclusive Dance Central is the #1 best-selling dance game franchise for Xbox 360 right now. As of this year, though, Harmonix has decided to hold back on releasing another Dance Central game and focus on making Fantasia music involved. More on that game later. In the meantime, I'll admit, both of these games call for performing dance moves in repeated sequences, but I say that Dance Central is geared towards more the hardcore audience. The moves are more professional, unlike Just Dance. I also like how each of the moves are given names and are incorporated into the dance routines of more than one song. In Just Dance, dancing just feels too straightforward. As an added plus, the presentation of Dance Central is more lively than Just Dance. You have characters with voice acting, alternate outfits, and unique personalities. I have played the dance battle mode and it's far more interactive with the players than Just Dance. But you know, just like the Guitar Hero franchise, I'm just getting more and more tired of Just Dance. So with that being said, I'm just not looking forward to Just Dance 2014. But just in case somebody is interested, Just Dance 2014 is coming to stores October 8th. Again, Ubisoft wants to capitalize on the success the franchise already has by making it bigger and better. What I should say that is really worth mentioning is that Just Dance 2014 will be the first in the franchise to feature online play. Another thing to consider about Just Dance 2014 is the track list. I've been looking at the track list and two things come to mind. One, the game will also feature the Lady Gaga song of the same name, and it's about time. And two, like I mentioned in my Just Dance 4 review, I could say that these songs were added mainly because they are and were popular. Don't the developers think of songs that are more ideal to dance to? I mean, so that the consumers can get a feel of what it's like to dance like professionals and not like goofs? Let's take a look at the list. Robin Thicke, Blurred Lines. Really? A song about sex in a Just Dance game? No thanks. Selena Gomez, Come and Get It? No. Elton John, Don't Go Breaking My Heart? Sure. Irene Cara, Flashdance, What a Feeling? Absolutely. Daft Punk, Get Lucky? Nice. Ray Parker Jr., Ghostbusters? Ugh, why do they include a Halloween-based song every year? This one just doesn't fly with me. Gloria Gaynor, I Will Survive. I think it was ridiculous pairing this song with a zombie-based setting. That's all I have to say. Lady Gaga, Just Dance. Again, about time they got that track in. Katy Perry, I Kissed a Girl? Little kids are going to play this game too, and Ubisoft doesn't mind exposing them to a song about girl-on-girl action? This is sick. The bad kind of sick. One Direction, Kiss You. Sure, why not? Rihanna had 2 songs featured in Just Dance 4. Same for Nicki Minaj in this game, but I'll admit, Rihanna's songs are much more fun to dance to than Nicki's will be in this game. Ariana Grande, The Way. Oh, Ariana is one of my favorite female singers right now. This leads me to say that having your song included in a music game is kind of a tall order. I just hope that when developers add songs to music games, that the consumers will not get tired of dancing to them. Village People, YMCA. Okay, this is a song that you can't help but dance along with. Even if the song revolves more around the chorus, which is undeniably the most fun part of the entire song. Even though the song is cheesy, in a way, I think Ubisoft is striking gold by including this song in this game. And the only other upcoming music game that I can think of is Fantasia Music Involved, coming out in 2014. It looks mesmerizing, but more importantly, it comes with a very interesting concept. Not only can you play songs, but you can also alter and remix these songs, moving your arms and body in time with the songs. It's just like how Mickey does it in the movie Fantasia, hence the name of the game Fantasia Music Evolved. I have a handful of friends who would love to have a game like this, Talia and Katrina in particular, for three reasons. One, they each own an Xbox 360 with Kinect and they're enjoying games like Just Dance, Dance Central, and Disneyland Adventures. Two, they're both Disney fanatics. They were actually a part of Walt Disney World at one point. And three, especially Talia, they both love Bruno Mars. So to close, I think what's important to consider about getting music games is if you actually like the featured music, and more importantly, if you know the game will last you for a long time and not just something you throw away or do away with after playing with it for a while. So that's my talk on music games, but what do you guys think? Leave comments down below with answers to the questions that will be provided at the end of the video and tell me what you think. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and subscribe for more videos to come. Don't forget to click the other link in the description that will take you to the SGA Spotlight episode I'm featured in. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.